welcome back to At Home with the Homers. Today we have decided that it is spring. Spring is officially upon us, at least I feel like it is. It's really beautiful outside, it's so lovely and sunny, and we have had a real string of very obnoxious weather in the UK, and I've just decided I'm done with winter. Finished with it now, bored now, off you go. I'm starting spring. Now I tend to categorise the seasons as having 3 months each, and I usually start spring at the beginning of March just because it's neat. I like to start at the beginning of a month, but I'm starting a little bit early because, as I said, previously mentioned, bored of winter now. You had your chance, you're done. And one of the first things I like to do is I like to clear out my wardrobe, my winter and autumn wardrobe, get all that packaged up, and then get my spring and summer wardrobe down from the attic and back into my actual wardrobe. The problem I have is that my storage for the out of season clothing is in the attic and it looks something like this. Not good choices. Not good choices, Kelly. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull all of that out. I'm going to organise all of my winter clothes properly. I've got new Hoover bags, air bags. I've got those new bags that you take all the air out of them, but I've got special ones that hang up. So I've also got a rail that I'm going to build up there, and I'm just going to make it look, I mean, it's an attic, so it still looks like an attic. But I'm just going to make it look much neater, much more organised, much more deliberate up there. So if you need a little bit of coming into spring inspiration, if you need a little bit of a declutter and organisation inspiration, this is a video for you. Get yourself a cup with some pretty flowers on it, make yourself a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's get going.
I know you've waited for so long, but so have I. We'll find you places to call home, you and I. When you were miles away with an untamed mind, I found so many ways to say goodbye.
Another day, another pain. Every day I wish I hadn't taken that plane. I feel hollow in vain.
So job number one obviously is pulling all the clothes out of the wardrobe and just kind of, this time for the first time, sorting them into what's going to stay hung up and what is going to get folded and put away. And also, because there are some things that you can kind of transition, like with this top, I sort of took it out and then I was like, oh no, I can wear that for a date maybe. So yeah, just deciding what's what and where to kind of stash it. And I also try and make sure that anything that I haven't worn for a couple of years I then donate, because I am a little bit of a fiend for clothes, as you will see as this video progresses. I love clothes, and you know, I like having a lot of different options for different outfits, different occasions. But actually, yeah, if I'm not wearing it and it's not bringing me joy, then it needs to go somewhere where it can bring somebody else some kind of joy, and that's really important to me. So I try and make sure that anything I haven't worn for a while gets bagged up and sent to whichever charity shop. We're quite lucky around here actually, because there's somebody who comes round and like leaves us leaflets in a bag every couple of weeks. So like they come and collect it. So that's actually super handy. So I always make sure I've got one of those nearby just in case. You can see my wardrobe is divided lengthways as well, in half, which is really annoying, but it's just the way like it was built in when we bought the house, and we haven't really had the sort of time, money or inclination to change it, so we just work with what we got. So David has the top half of the wardrobe because he can actually reach it and I can't. But it does mean that unfortunately I don't have great space for long dresses and stuff, so I'm still trying to figure that out. If anyone's got any good ideas of what I can do about that, then I'll absolutely take that. Leave that down in the comments, that'd be great.
I'm on my way to you. Hey, just pick up the phone when I call you. You.
I'm on my way to you. I'm on my way. What you hear, what you say, help me, on my way. What you hear, what you say, help me. What you hear, what you say, help me, on my way. What you hear, what you say.
Now I'm just going to clean out the bottom. I've cleared all my shoes out and everything. You can see the bottom of my garment is literally all just kind of, unfortunately, sort of most of them scraping the bottom of it. But again, I just don't really have any other options for wardrobe space, so I just try and tuck the shoes in at the back and keep it as clean as possible at the bottom.
Many ways to say goodbye. On my way to you. On my way to you.
So this was the bit I was most excited about. You can see it's got the hanger, but it's also got 4 holes coming from the bottom of the hanger. And that's where you hang up your garments inside the bag. And then when you're done, you zip it up down the side. And I mean, I've never heard of this. I've kind of Googled these sort of just hanging vacuum, and I didn't expect to come up with anything, but I did, and I was so chuffed. I mean, like, you saw the pile earlier, like that is not acceptable, but more than that, I have things that I really care about. I don't want them left on a pile on the floor. Like this thing I'm just hanging up now is actually, it was my grandmother's cardigan. It's made from authentic Irish wool. It's a really old Irish wool cardigan, like, and it's really precious to me. It's pretty much the only thing I have of hers now. And I hated putting it in a bag and then just kind of leaving it on the floor. So I'm really excited to be able to actually just hang that up now. My only complaint about these bags is it does take a long time to suck the air out of it. With the normal ones, it doesn't take nearly this long, to the point I thought maybe my Hoover was broken. But stick with it, because eventually you can see it does start coming down, and you can see here in a second, and that's how it looks like when it's finished. So I was chuffed to bits with that. So these were the normal vacuum bags for the clothes I'm just going to put in the boxes that you saw a second ago. So again, they're not going to be on the floor, they're going to be in boxes. And what I really liked about these, because they always come in different shapes, and I'm literally just kind of guessing as I go, because I just leave them on my bed and then pick up as I go. But these ones were colour coordinated. So not only was it written at the top of the bag what size it was, but just in case you couldn't even be bothered to read it, it was there with a nice bright colour. So I was really happy with that, and I actually, ironically, even though it said what it was, I then took the time to put them, to organise the bags, so I knew where the small, medium and large ones were, so I could put the clothes in accordingly. So yeah, again, super happy with that purchase. Those were brilliant. So one thing I did learn while I was doing this is actually the boxes were great, but they weren't very deep. So I had to be very careful about how I kind of layered them up and what bags to mix with what. Like I couldn't use the large bags with them at all, which is fine because I'll use them for duvets or you know, blankets and things later on when I do the change of decor. But yeah, in hindsight, I would have either gotten more boxes or I would have just gotten like less boxes that were just a bit deeper, because yeah, I mean, you can see it's getting a bit sketchy trying to get them all in the box. Okay, so onto the loft and organising all of this. I feel like I have to preface this by almost apologising. This is not going to look glamorous. I feel like on all of these before and after videos, these kind of things always end up looking really, really beautiful. They go from hideous to stunning. This is not going to do that because it is just my loft and I literally just don't have anywhere else. We've got flooring down, as you can see, so that we can use it for storage and we can actually get up in there and walk around and it's safe. But no matter what I do to it, it is not going to look like a walk-in wardrobe today. It's going to look exactly like a loft with a metal rail in it. But that's okay, you know, we would love to be able to convert the loft. I've thought about converting it to our bedroom, or even going the next step, getting a dormer and having 2 bedrooms, maybe even a bathroom. That'd be nice, second toilet up there. But it's just money, it just costs crazy money, doesn't it? So that's okay. We make do, we mend, we work with what we've got. And at the moment I have got a thin metal rail that is going to live up in my loft. And because we have a bungalow, it's not like a small loft. It does go the whole width of the house. And we're really lucky because the people who had the house before us had installed this ladder, which I think I've shown in other videos. But it literally comes down from the hatch. So we sort of poke the door open and it comes down, and then we just pull the ladder and it unfolds. So actually getting in and out of my loft is super easy. I know some people have to get like crazy sized ladders or really precariously balanced chairs to get into theirs. Especially in this area, there's a lot of houses with really, really crazy high ceilings, a lot of old B&Bs. And often actually the hatch is above people's staircase, which is terrifying. I don't know what you could possibly store in a loft like that would be worth taking that risk. Some people have to. So I'm quite fortunate. Like this is a really, really suitable solution for me because it's not a pain to get into my loft. So yeah, so got onto the business of building the rail. It was actually super easy. The instructions were really easy to follow. I had to sort the screws. There's 3 different kinds of screws, and they give you an Allen key, so you don't need any tools. But the 3 different types of screws, you just need to be aware, make sure you've got them organised. But other than that, it really was super simple, and it didn't take me long to do. You know, the kids were sort of playing downstairs. Obviously, I had the hatch open so I could hear them. But you know, and yeah, I think I took a lunch break at some point after the beginning of it. But in total, it maybe took me an hour and a half to get all that done. So yeah, I'll leave the links for the boxes, the vacuum bags, the rail and everything in the description box in case anyone wants to do anything similar. But yeah, I mean, it's not the sturdiest thing in the whole world. It is sturdy, but it's not like, you know, I wouldn't hang anything super heavy on it. But it absolutely did what I needed it to do. So I was very, very happy with it.
You always feel so far when your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find vanity in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
And there you go, all done. And it was exhausting. I am exhausted. All my muscles are aching, but it was so worth it. And look, if we needed any further proof that spring is here, it's a lovely bunch of flowers I got bought by a friend today. That's so gorgeous. That was exactly what I needed. That was exactly what I needed. It confirmed my decision that it is spring now by bringing me spring flowers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, it would be wonderful if you would leave a like, and even better if you would think of subscribing. We've got the spring clean and decorate with me coming up in just a few short weeks. So looking forward to that. And in the meantime, I will see you guys again soon. Take care.